Ladies and gentlemen, the Harrisburg Improv Theater proudly presents the Happy, Beautiful Goodnight Show! With music by Jim of Compton and the one-night stand band! Featuring local stand-up queen with a head of hair more red than a stop sign being ignored by a drunk driver. The very funny, very obnoxious Liz P. Kermit. And your host, the chameleon-haired Facebook freak, born with the ability to give birth to an infinite number of blue-eyed babies, a woman who can follow any sentence with an immediate apology, the one, the only, Summers Compton!
Oh, I think we came out prematurely.
That was
I think
never
I
good for
didn't
anybody.
need to be on stage to hear all of that. Sir, thank you so much. One Night Stand Band, thank you guys so much. Our audience, thank you so much for being here. It's the Happy, Beautiful Goodnight Show.
Yeah!
And our producer!
Saving my screen. This is actually the woman who does everything. We're just her puppets on the strings. Kendra, thank you so much.
Give it for Kendra.
Yeah. We're so excited tonight. We're if you were with us for our last show, it was our first show. So this is our second show.
We're on a roll.
We really are. We had a discrepancy about some backgrounds, but we found something we loved.
There were some great pictures that were passed up.
We're a talk show about Harrisburg. We're not. I'm sorry West Shore. I'm sorry anybody else outside of this city limits. We only really care about the city. As you can see from our background. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight.
This is the view from my apartment. Not that one. Yes. Many mornings.
Right.
Gazing out.
You know, honestly, this photographer did a great job. We should figure out who this photographer is. We should contact them and make sure it's okay that we're using this at some point in the future. But besides that, we should just get right into it. No one really cares about what's going on across the river, as we said. Right. We only really care about this city, these streets. There's a lot of news. There's news we need to know about, and I'm glad that you guys are here tonight.
I'm glad because I need to learn the news, but I don't know it.
That's true. Liz is a shut-in. A shut-in. And I just convince her every once in a while to come out and do the show with me.
I'm so shy.
So, there's some current events, guys. There's some major things happening in the city of Harrisburg.
In Harrisburg?
Yes. If you can believe it. If you can believe it. The city was just awarded $500,000.
What? $500,000.
And you might be thinking, why?
Is there a picture to go back? Why did we get that?
Is that the one you want?
It's not right to enjoy my own.
Wait. So there's $500,000 in the great
Okay, so
cleanup. So wait, are they just gonna throw the money everywhere and people are gonna gather it? I'm on board. That's better than Pokemon Go.
So I'm just gonna go with what I'm seeing. I'm gonna go with what I'm seeing on the screen.
Full speed ahead.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes, it has nothing to do with litter, and in fact, it has to do with something that we all really enjoy, which is the river and the crumbling infrastructure of, our sidewalk.
Specifically here. There's nowhere for me to sit or walk.
And more importantly, though, I'm worried about something that happens in cities. lately sometimes when people try to improve areas that exist. I mean, this is 100 years old or more, these sidewalks and these steps. Like, we have to understand nothing has really been done. That's how long they've sat there. And I'm just a little bit worried about the gentrification that's going to be occurring on these sidewalks, on these steps. The homeless people that fish. Sometimes,
What do you think? Oh, they were like Tom Sawyer. They clean up all this debris, but will they make their raft from?
You're not wrong. So this is an important thing to know. Not the steps.
You heard it here first.
They're not going to fix the steps. Don't worry about the steps. The sidewalk is getting redone, okay? So every person who likes to jog and walk.
Oh, you homeless fishermen in the crowd. Your livelihood is not threatened.
Exactly. Current events, Harrisburg City. The next thing that we need to know about was like not even a blip in my news feed. I don't know if you heard about this, Liz, but
I have so few.
apparently a hate group was protesting at the Hack campus. A hate group?
Yeah,
They hate community colleges?
Well,
Have they not seen the show?
as you can see here, I'm really assuming that because this looks
Well,
like
they're
a
so
diverse,
angry.
this looks like
This
a
sounds so
diverse, happy group of people that they're not.
She
the
doesn't
hate
look
group.
happy at all.
Well, you're right, but they clearly aren't the hate group. I'm really feeling like this is the area that the hate group is in. I just need to point out.
So the hate group is one guy with a Jesus sign?
Right, they weren't
That was
well
probably
organized
like
with their
it's
signs.
like
That's the only thing I
college.
would
You
say.
probably had a communication class that
Bad
day.
signage.
Your speech.
I don't even know what they're hating on, so how can I support it or not?
I mean, just for the record, don't support hate.
Well, this brings me to my second very quick point. This is a Penn Live article, okay? So I'm not going to read it word for word. It's a bunch of
No one ever does.
nonsense. Exactly. But if you were to scroll, you would find that they never mention a single detail. It's just literally referenced a hate group. We have no idea what they were saying. What they were talking about. We don't even have an understanding of the counter-protest or if that is a counter-protest. Really, we have no information. But I just needed everyone to know there was a hate group and it wasn't happening.
No, that's my old stomping ground.
And Penn Live was on it. Okay. So, also, Liz, you might
More
wanna-
news! I'm excited.
There's more. Harrisburg City is hosting its next the Great Harrisburg Cleanup. Yeah. It's about litter and
So-
stuff that gets thrown out that no one knows what to do with, and it just accumulates in the empty lots around the city and in front of people's houses. It's not good.
You know, and that makes
It's a
me
trash
worried
club.
about the homeless people who would probably collect bottles from home.
Well, they had their chance all year to get those bottles.
Let the record show someone just said these homeless people are too lazy.
Anyway, we should all consider participating in this, though, for real. It is a pretty good cause, and they do a lot of good in the city, and it gets cleaned up. And the truth is, there's no good way of getting rid of some of the trash that the city has. That's a tale for another day. We're not here to talk about that. But this is news, and it's happening. Okay, so
I don't know if I'm ready for this show. I want something to put me in the mood for the show.
Then we'll never do it. It's fine.
I didn't want to Saturday.
So, this next current event is actually something that doesn't suck in the city. It's a festival. I would ask for an applause of people who've been to it, but I'm feeling like it's very niche and people haven't been there. But it's called the Multicultural Fest. I'll just have to describe it. I'll just have to describe it to you guys. It takes place not in Midtown, not in the downtown area whatsoever. It's up on Allison Hill. It's an actual place you can go to engage with your neighbors and see the diverse groups of people who live in the city. Yeah, this is actually something that doesn't suck in the city. I'm sorry to say to the other things. This is a cool thing. It's actually a festival. It's actually a parade. Sometimes the city tries to trick you and say there's a downtown parade and there's this and that and there's lots of cool stuff going on. You go down, it's just a bunch of people walking along riverfront, buying food from food vendors. It's not cool. It's a trick. This is not a trick, and everyone should go to it.
I wish they should put that. Just
this is
not a trick. That would be how they tell people on it. It will be fun.
Exactly.
The band, I assume.
The truth is, the real families, the real cool people who live in the city, like, this is their event, and I feel like sometimes, like, people don't know about it, so you should go to this. There's nothing else to say. And the last thing, just a little, again, it was more than a blip, which shocked me. There is a couple from Camp Hill. Has anyone heard about this? They are trying.
Oh, is this? I think I may have heard about this. I got
to create a chicken slaughterhouse.
Oh no, I was thinking a very different thing. I'm not okay with that though.
Well, again, we're not going to dig into the details, but I'm here just to gloss over for you guys so you can be
in the chicken business. I see what they do there.
Leave it to the bird. The bird will always use wonderful puns in their headlines as they try to wrap up the news. But strangely, this is a couple that live in Camp Hill.
It cracks me up. She's like, "What do you mean? Aren't you impressed with all my badges?" Like, I just she's like a Girl Scout.
That's an intimidating meeting to be in for sure.
A menopausal scout. Oh, that was fun.
Those are the current events for Harrisburg, everybody. Let's give it a round of applause. We can have a seat. We can relax now.
I do want to relax.
That gave me a bit of a.
I'm stressed.
I'm stressed. I'm not. I'm really ready. Just to do an aside, I'm really pissed off right now. I don't know who the hell is back there doing these projections, but I'm not happy. I need to be happy to go on with the happy, beautiful Goodnight show.
Right, it's the first word. What are we going to do?
Thank God our guy is here.
That's right. Okay.
I knew I needed him. I was like, that was a moment where I was being like clairvoyant, but we're going to talk about that later. Okay. I'm sorry, audience. I just need this. I'm selfish, whatever you want to say. I need my guru to come out and just cleanse the energy after that awful shit message.
Hi everyone, I'm Officer Bob Roberts, you can call me Bob Bob. I'm the cool officer on the force. In my free time I like to do some guided meditations for y'all. So this is a participatory thing. I want all y'all to sit up straight in your chairs. See someone leaning, it's bad for your back, guys. You're not even into it, man. Come on, I'm an officer of the law. Sit that back up.
You just can't tell what it is. It's quite straight from this.
Super straight.
Okay. That's great. That's great, man. I'm all about it. All you who are following my word, I want you guys to have your hands in your lap, thumbs touching a little bit, feet laying on the ground. I'm sorry, am I blocking you from cameras? Watch your lovely face on all these cameras. All right.
We need you more, Bob.
Thank you. All right, I want y'all to close your eyes. I want you to follow along with me. I want you to think of a little ball of energy at the top of your head, trickling down your neck, down your spine, down your butt. Cool officer. Down your legs, to your feet, and into the floor. You're walking through a meadow. It's in daytime, so you don't have to worry about anything. The wheat's high. It's a nice golden color. Wind's going through it. You're feeling good. What's that? A guy comes up behind you? It's a police officer. He's saying hi. I noticed you're walking through a meadow. I want to make sure that you're safe. Feel that protection. Feel that sense of security. You are not alone in this meadow. So you keep walking, and he's trailing you. So you're alone, but you are safe. You see a nice flower. Picture that flower. Now bend over and pick that flower up. Police officer comes up. No, that's poisonous. He's got your back. So you're like, thank you, officer. Look that officer in the eye. Picture that officer. He has a mustache. Because he's a good man. He has his blues on. He has a couple stars. He's done stuff in the line of duty for you, the civilians. Look him in the eye and say thank you. I want you to say it out loud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right. Oh. Nothing gets me harder than thanking an officer. So you turn around and you keep but you ignore it. There's a canoe next to this lake. You push that canoe into the water and you get in that lake. You're floating. Feel the floating. Feel that sun on your face. Just feel it. I don't want you guys to be serious right now. You're feeling that sun on your face. You're having a nice time. There's a cooler of Bud Light right in that canoe with you. You didn't even see it. You shout out, hey. Shout out, hey.
Hey.
Can I have one of these?
Can I have one of these?
And the police officer says, yeah, that's mine. You can have as many as you like because we're cool. Crack open a nice Bud Light. Start drinking.
I gotta interrupt you, Bob.
Oh, I was just kidding there.
I'm sorry.
It's getting strangely specific from this private sessions we do.
I'm sorry.
Can we find like an N for everyone?
Could it
Right.
be PBR?
I need to feel right.
Yeah, sure, I can. Yeah. All right, everyone's recenter yourselves. Ball of light at the top of your head going down through your body. You go through the meadow, you're at the lake, there's a cool cop.
Bob? We have to find the N.
Yeah, okay. So a shark comes up and bites your boat. What's that? So the boat's sinking and you're panicking. Feel that panic in your body. All of a sudden, a police officer, Kate, named Bob, comes flying through the air. And he nabs you off and he takes you to the other side of the pond. You are safe from a shark. Look him in the eye and say thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody say thank you to Bob.
Be safe.
Were we thanking the shark at the end? I'd rather thank the shark, I think.
I agree. So, I think we got a little bit off for time.
You don't
I think
say.
we need to welcome our next guest.
I'm excited
Our
to
first
do
guest.
so. Our first guest.
Truly. Bob's cool, but he's not our guest. There's a different.
There's gurus and there's gifts.
Yeah. So tonight, guys, a very awesome person is about to come on the stage. He is a Harrisburg transplant. You don't know him. You're going to know him, hopefully, by the time this night is done. He's an artist and he's a crazy man. Please help me welcome Mike Fitzgerald to the stage.
Charmer.
Woo! Listen,
Yes.
thank you for being here.
No problem.
Let's get right to it.
Uh-oh.
We have a lot of things to talk about. I wasn't joking when I said it was an interrogation. You are doing something very awesome. You're trying to pull something off. Can you tell us about it?
Well, there's a little bit of history behind it.
Okay, please go ahead. I don't want to give too much away.
About 3 years ago, I was like at home and bored and trying to figure out something to do for the city. And I knew a lot of...
Who does that? Who sits... I just have to stop you right there. Who's sitting there alone, bored? I'm bored. I'm a Harrisburg resident. What can I do for the city? Okay, well that tells a lot about you already.
I knew, like, I met a few artists here and some musicians and stuff, so I decided to have like an alternative arts festival. I'd gone to the event on Front Street, the Harrisburg Art, whatever that, I forget what it's called. Anyway.
No one knows.
Exactly. It sounds scary. Why would you
Slide, please.
Our newsreel, so it's not important.
And I was talking to some of the vendors there, and most of the vendors there weren't even from Harrisburg. They were from like out of state, and they do this like circuit thing.
Circuit artists coming to our city. Who would have thought?
Chain artists, the Applebee's of artists.
And I talked to one guy, and I asked how much, did it cost for him to rent his 10 by 10 foot space, and he said something like $700, $800, and I was like, what? So I decided I can do that, but I'm not going to charge somebody $800. That's like ridiculous. So we set up on 10th Street, right behind ABC, the brewery.
Okay.
And the reason why we set up there was because I thought, okay, it's kind of like obscure. It's not like on the beaten path, so we can kind of make some noise and get like really weird because things probably will get a little weird. And it did. It did.
Well, we need to hear about that. Like, what got weird?
Well, we had this one DJ, and I forget his name, but he came in and he came in like a Prius or something. It was a really small car.
Is that weird?
No! Here's the weird part. You ever go to a circus and you see like, the clowns get out of the car and there's like 500 of them that get out of like one little
Is that a thing that actually happens at the circus? That is
well, used to back in the old.
Okay, because then I will go to the circus.
Well, anyway, this guy takes out of his car, he takes out a whole like a generator. He had 2 turntables. He had like these his computer, laptops, and he took out a tent.
Oh.
Set that up, and it was like a big tent.
Okay.
It was like a huge tent.
So like,
and then takes out this big plastic bag and says, "Hey, help me drag this over to the tent." So like 5 of us helped him, and he unrolled this thing, and he inflated like a couch set. I mean, huge, like for like 25 people. Out of this little car. And I'm like,
not his first rodeo.
No, not at all. So he says, "Hey man, this is like the VIP area." And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Is this guy from Harrisburg?
So he was, but he moved. He moved to Philly.
Okay.
Which is sad. Because I'm trying to get him back. So
you're gonna have to remember his name.
I'm nervous. So, about 6 months ago, some of the people that I did this with a few years back said, "Hey, when are we going to do this again?" And I said, "Well, when do you want to do it?" And they said, "Well, let's start getting organized. Let's do it this summer, like in June."
2018. Okay.
2018.
I'm just putting a date on it.
Instead of like being obscure in some obscure area of Harrisburg, we're going to do it on Riley Street. So June 9th.
You're selling out a little bit, but for a good cause.
I'm gonna
like
sell out,
to get people. I was gonna say I need some tape. This will just stay on my desk from now on. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, it could be like a suitcase.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking from every show.
That's a done deal. Pinky to the.
So
Okay.
yeah, this year we're going to bring it to Riley. We're looking for local artists, musicians, people from Harrisburg, preferably.
Stand-up community.
Better be.
Not the circuit artist.
Not
the
the.
HBG.
No, nobody's selling
But if
tie-dye
you are
bow
a real
ties
artist in
or-
the city,
Right.
Wait, I can't sell my tie-dye bow tie?
Do you do that?
No. I wish I did now.
And come out, enjoy the day. We're gonna have stuff, balloons and stuff for the kids. And I like to get chalk and give it to the kids so they can just mark up the whole street.
I'm glad you mentioned chalk because, balloons are not enough to get me out of the house with the kids. But the
Chalk will do it.
will take it over.
Little face
It'll take it
painting.
over that
maybe.
threshold. Yeah. No, this is great.
We should get a booth at it. We can paint people.
We'll talk after the show about that. But so we have to like people are like, okay, this guy's putting on an art fest, that guy, great, whatever. We have to give them a reason to care. Like, we need to know you a little bit better. We need to actually understand who is Mike Fitzgerald besides what I call you around the town when I'm out. I'm spreading this rumor like wildfire.
Go for
The
it.
crazy art guy.
Crazy art guy.
Listen, this is where I got this impression, just so everyone understands. This is a weird specific thing, but I felt like you were always having these dance parties. Weren't these like a thing that you did, like afternoon dance parties, or am
Yeah,
I?
we were doing some stuff at HMAC on Sunday afternoon.
Right,
for a little
which is
while.
an amazing idea. Like, has anyone even heard of this? No, you haven't. I know you haven't. Because this guy is niche and he's awesome and he orchestrates these things. And I hope there was plenty of people who showed up, but I was on the tail end of that, and then you stopped doing it.
Right.
So I was just like quietly like.
Because people start dropping off, and then people
It's hard to dance on a Sunday afternoon.
It
There's
is.
a lot of stuff going on.
Well, there are people that have been out all night long on Saturday.
know.
And
Right.
A day of rest.
we started at like 11, and then it went to 12, and then it went to 2, and then it went to 3.
No, you have a beautiful idea, and maybe someday it should be resurrected. But I do like see some of your ideas, and I'm just like, this guy has awesome stuff in his mind and in his brain, and I like secretly, I just secretly am a fan.
Oh.
Yeah, but now
You're
I'm
not
keeping
even
the
secret.
Okay, so I want to touch on one thing really important. That is, you're not from Harrisburg.
No.
No, that's your secret.
Is that? No, not anymore.
You're a transplant.
I'm from New York City.
Yes. How did you end up here? Is
Oh,
that too
wow.
long of a story to ask?
Long story short, my mom, she's from New York also, of course. She moved down here, and we were coming down to like visit her. And then we started noticing like there were a lot of houses for sale, and then we started checking into that. And it was like, wow, these houses are pretty inexpensive.
That is a secret of Harrisburg that we don't want to get out too much.
Right.
At least I don't.
We transplanted. Right.
You know,
That's why. That's basically why.
no,
we're here.
that is like a thing that people don't understand about the city. They come here and out, like people from the outside, wouldn't you agree? They come here and like, there's a beautiful river. There's all of this awesome stuff, like untapped potential. They don't see, they don't take it for granted. They're not seeing it the way that some people are who are born and bred here and also they're not seeing it like people from the West Shore. Like, let's just be honest. They're not seeing it. They're not seeing it.
Well,
from
people from the
those-
West Shore think it's like high noon here all the time.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm aware.
Run to your car! Honey, throw the groceries in there! We gotta get the fuck out of here!
I couldn't have said it
I
myself.
work with people like that. You live
We
where?
all. Some of us might be people like that. I hope that we're like we're like moving through that part of our life. But I think a lot of us work with people like that and have relatives. I might have relatives. I found out about it. Visit me
I found out about it.
at my home.
Dabbing that was down the road from me, from a coworker. I was like, oh, I live there. And she was like staring at me. I was
What?
like,
This is the part of the
Okay.
thing. I'm like, okay, it so riveting? Like you're sitting. I don't want to offend people from the West Shore. I have many friends and loved ones, but are they sitting over there? Is there just a group of people like I can't wait to see what's happening in Harrisburg?
No, they're looking at pictures from Penn Live.
Yeah.
No storyline.
Oh, I know.
And
I know.
the comment section on Penn
Well,
Live.
again, that could be just a whole.
Amazing.
We
Should have like a
cannot-
reading with just the
cannot-
comments from Penn Live.
We cannot speak about Penn Live. I ask you something. My husband has spent some time with you in some of your more laid back, like political community discussion groups. I was at home babysitting the children. But I did hear a story about something to do with the KKK in a brochure. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I was so curious, and he said you have to ask him. You have to know.
I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I was working in a mall, which was very exciting. Anyway, I was going to work one day, driving a car, and basically the KKK had surrounded like the mall entrances, and they were giving out leaflets and pamphlets and join the KKK, and you know. So I stopped the car and rolled out the window.
I just need to know. I just need to know.
1980, 85.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I stopped my car and rolled down the
80s
window.
level Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, oh yeah,
At the
they were
mall.
out
That
there.
seems
Like
so.
in the
Outside the mall,
movie.
right outside, just right 2 inches from the property line.
Okay.
which
were
is-
they in the outfit?
They didn't have their hoods on, which I thought was whatever.
But they were
They had their
wearing
robes.
robes?
Yeah.
Oh my
They were
gosh.
half-laughing it anyway.
So I asked for a brochure. I said, "Can I have one of those?" And the guy's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, can I have one?"
It's like they're already there to hate, and then they have to hate even more. Couldn't he just handed you the brochure? And there you go, young man.
He was stunned, and I'm like, "No, seriously, I want one." And he's like, No, you can't have one of these. I'm like, "Just give me one. I just want one." And he was so flabbergasted, like he went over and had a little conference with his buddies. So just kind of like drove
They
up.
were worried you're gonna spell check it.
I don't know what they did.
How old were you?
I was
Is
like
that a
in
rude question?
my early 20s.
Oh. All
Yeah,
let's
he was-
picture-
he
I mean,
didn't
I was
know
picturing
what-
like a teenage kid, even like, you know, prepubescent, and you're just out there, like, I'm just trying to work at the mall.
Oh, I wish I was on like on a skateboard or something. I think
I
it
just
would've
want
been
to go to
better.
work at Orange
Hey,
School.
dude, let's. There's some literature, man. You know. So yeah, they went home that night, I'm sure, or back to the clubhouse or wherever. You're not gonna believe this.
Yeah.
You know,
Somewhere
this
there-
colored fella. You know. Use the other word, but.
Somewhere
You know,
they're telling that story, somewhere.
Oh, yeah, they're probably still
telling
telling
it.
that story. They're probably telling that story to their grandchildren. You know.
Oh gosh, I almost wish Jake had warned me that it would hurt my heart to hear this story. I don't know why I thought it would be lighthearted. It's totally not.
It was. I mean, come on. You face that stuff. You kind of either gonna come out swinging or you're just gonna like try to. I don't know. I really wasn't thinking about it when I did it, but you know,
Because you're a
afterwards.
normal human
Right.
being. Like,
After
you're
I
like
did it, I was
living
like,
your life.
you know,
Why-
score one for me because I totally just fucked their day up.
No,
Many years later,
for that.
Yeah,
Many
they
years
didn't
later,
know. They didn't know
high-fiving.
what to do. They just absolutely did not know what to do. Like, you know, had their little meeting and pointing at my car and, you know, like,
Oh,
what do I do?
If time traveling was a thing, we'd go right now.
Oh, I wish I had yeah, if they had GoPros back then or cell phones, like I would have filmed the whole thing. 'Cause it was,
You roll up
You know,
there with
now I think
two
about it,
ladies, two white ladies plus your wife, who does happen to be white, and you.
right.
Hello.
Which is another thing like at work, you know, because the whole, you know, danger Harrisburg, and then, you know, I go to a company function with my wife and they.
Well, I would love.
Is she sick? Did they live together? Is she living in another part of town?
She was a separate department that you are allowed to visit
right.
on certain days. We all know that's how it goes with interracial couples. Everyone knows that.
It's the I Love
Why are we
Lucy thing, 2
talking
separate
about it?
beds, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, oh my gosh, okay. It's been a true delight. We have another guest that has to come up here. I just hope that you'll come back again because I want to bug you more and put you on the spot with specific stories that
Thank
we
you
want to
guys.
hear.
Thanks for having me.
But guys, seriously, Mike Fitzgerald, if you see him on the street, scream out "crazy art guy" and go talk to him. He has something that he's doing this summer. Like, get involved, do something. It doesn't
come out
matter.
and-
He's obviously the coolest guy that you never even met or knew about before tonight.
Put that on your business card.
Okay.
We'll get those made up together after the show.
Crazy art guy.
Oh yes, okay, we have to remember this. I also want to say, like, our producer was very adamant that you get your special drink tonight, and it's one thing that we're going to try to do for our guests. If we can do nothing else, we can provide you with a specific kind of
Got some
alcohol.
water? Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
We have a tiny moment.
Tiny moment. I want to give back to the city a little bit.
After that inspired you?
Yeah, and it's my community. I live here. I live a stone's throw away from this very building.
That is true.
No one, please follow me home. Don't. But I want to talk about some local heroes.
Yeah.
Deerdorf Grocery. I came up with a slogan for them, which is obscured a little bit. The slogan is, when you're here, you're a person who's here. And they have all the things that you could ever want. For me, mainly cigarettes is the case. And I went there today, and I was, I was thinking about it, and I wanted to do something really special for the show, and I wanted to get this picture, and I was on the way there, and I was walking down the street, and I saw a broken rubber band. And I like us to pick up rubber bands on the road because to me, I say, oh my gosh, this is such a squandered opportunity. Like, somebody, if you lost a rubber band, you needed that rubber band. You don't carry a rubber band if you don't need it. So when I see a rubber band, I pick it up and I try to think of something happy to make up for the lost potential of that rubber band. But then when I see one that's broken, I don't know what that means. And it really gets me fired up. But I have a lot of rubber bands, and I think my art installation is, I'm going to cut up a bunch of rubber bands, and I'm going to put spaghetti stuff. That's going to be my art. It's a 10 by 10 foot thing with just one thing there. But so I was walking to the store, and I have been telling myself until I saw the rubber band, I was like, I want to talk to Mr. and Mrs. Deerdorf. When I go in to go get a picture with them, but she was on the phone, and he doesn't make eye contact with me. And also, it's very happy April 20th, everything. What I decided to do instead was to buy some things and have a commercial. Make a real commercial for Deerdorf Grocery.
Are they paying you to do this?
No, remember, we don't make eye contact. We're not being paid. But Deerdorf Grocery, where else did you get a honey bun and a squirt? Don't get your honey bun. Don't get your squirt on your honey bun. I was gonna make a joke about wanting to offer people a warm squirt. But it's still like my heart. Honey bun. From a can. Lady, everybody go to Deerdorf Grocery. Say hi to Mr. and Mrs. Deerdorf for me. They won't know that it's for me. They don't know who I am.
Tell them Liz sent you.
I'm not a squirter.
That will accomplish absolutely nothing for you at that store, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, I squirt.
I'm glad I asked how you're feeling.
I had a lot I need to get off my chest.
I always support that, even in show form. In show form support.
But I'm
we have one more guest this
We
evening.
sure
A
do.
secret surprise.
I don't think everybody knew about that from the beginning,
I
right?
want
It was
to
on the
have
net.
secrets, and then I want to tell them. It's just what I do.
The summer's Compton story. It sounds good, but what?
So she is, I've been told she has the voice of an angel. We're not gonna call her by her Christian name.
I would call her atheist.
Everyone, can we please welcome up Morgan Lockball?
You guys kidding?
I was gonna say, she's a mountain. Well, she wants to be called Mountain Chaser. Her performance name is Mountain Chaser, but I told you her secret real name. But she's Morgan, she's Mountain Chaser. We're gonna talk with you, and then guys, she's gonna grace us with a beautiful song to end her show. Morgan, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for allowing me to completely butcher your name.
The pleasure is hers.
It's been a struggle all my life. It's been
You know,
hard.
as a person whose name is Summers, I should be able to avoid that kind of thing for another person, but I just epically fail all the time. Thank you for coming on tonight. Can you tell everyone, just briefly, what you essentially are, like, as a singer-songwriter?
Pressure. What are you?
Many of us really know the answer to that.
Exactly. I'm so sorry. What I mean to say is, what are you doing?
Who do you think you are?
Why are you singing?
Why am I singing? Nobody's actually ever asked me that exact question. So.
Oh, really?
So we're all gonna learn something tonight, all of us together at the improv theater.
Yeah.
I think when I was a tiny child, I discovered that if I went like, it would make noise, and stuff would come out, and it became very fun. And as we go on, I discovered I could make it do whatever I wanted it to do, within reason. It just became kind of an activity that
It sounds like you're
enjoy.
describing like you are awakening a superpower. As
I went through a real transition where I just kind of one day woke up and I was like, man, now I'm super. I can make things happen. No, it's not true. It's kind of normal. But people often tell me I have the voice of an angel, and I always wonder, like, have any of you guys ever actually heard an angel? Because I haven't, and I don't know.
the hard question is she's from
Canada. They're great.
They are. If she was here, she would probably have a way better answer to your question. But I don't think I'm actually.
So I'm gonna ask you. It's a little bit hard because I don't really know you, but I know of you. We have mutual friends who just really adore you and are very worshipful about your music. I'm sorry, I won't name them by name, but they really enjoy what you do, and I think it's important and it's sad to say, like, you're leaving Harrisburg. You were here. She was
really
here
awkward
for a
about
time,
this.
and no one appreciated her. Maybe. I don't know if they did or not.
There were definitely people that were very lovely, but I feel kind of weird because, like, I'm finding myself on your show, which is all about the love of Harrisburg, and I've been, born and I lived here until now, but now I'm leaving, and I feel like we're not going to be like on good terms.
No, we will not do that to you.
I promise I'll come back. I will.
One of the awesome things about Harrisburg, though, truly, is that people come here from other cities and states, and they love it, and they dig in, and they do cool stuff, and they sit around bored at home and come up with ways to help the city, apparently. And then there's people who are like, I've been here, and I'm this awesome person, and I'm really just talking for you right now, but I'm not appreciated. I'm a big fish in a little pond. I have to spread my wings. I have to fly. I have to go to Washington State. That's where she's going.
Have fun with the rain.
Thanks, I'm a little nervous.
Oh.
Also, someone told me recently, everybody says the rain, no, it's, you might get really depressed, as if that doesn't happen here. This one guy, he was like, you're moving to the Portland area, Washington State.
Ooh.
I wouldn't live that close to a volcano. There's a volcano there. Anytime, like he saw some Netflix thing or something. I didn't know that was on the list of things to be afraid of. Apparently,
I've never heard that.
yeah.
Compton said that.
That's what I said.
People, Liz and I often have this conversation, don't we?
About volcanoes.
Not only that, yes, that, but naysaying. People love to just crap on your parade. I don't know what else to say. They want to, there's hardly a positive person who's just like, oh, it's awesome. Hopefully we can be that for you tonight.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
Is there anything you're going to miss about the city and about performing around here specifically?
Yeah, definitely. I love the geography here, like the river you mentioned, and the mountains, and just I like being in like a little valley tucked in. I also like the big mountains out west, so that'll be cool, but there's something very like, I feel like attached to the geography of Harrisburg in a way that I think is kind of special, and it feels good to be here when you're like sitting up at Negley Park and you look out on your little city and you're like, that's a cute little city, I can handle it.
Oh my! You just made me fall in love all over again with Harrisburg, and also I'm seeing why your name is Mountain Chaser. You were clearly very like in touch with the geography, as you said. Would you do us the pleasure of singing a song for us to end our show tonight?
Certainly, I would love to.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
guys.
thank
Let's
you.
just give her a round of applause.
Usually they like cut to commercial during this time. But we're all friends.
We're an awkward show in that way.
I actually can't see this, so I'm saying, okay, I got it. All right. Just turn the volume on. And get the levels right. Is that an okay volume or is it too loud?
Good.
Great. So this song has lots of names, but today we're calling it Gathering. It's also been called Everything is Simply Perfect, which I like. And it's also been called something, I didn't name it, and I don't usually call it that. But if you look it up on YouTube, you'll find it under a different name.
Wrong. Guys, give it up one more time. And we'll see you next time, guys. No, I don't give credit for that.